So the story is like this. I was invited to speak on a panel at a department of Comparative Religion at a university. It wasn't a debate. I would not take part in a religious debate, but it was a panel. They had different world religions represented there. So the moderator, the graduate student who was the moderator, he said, what we're going to do is we're going to ask each one of you, say your name, say your religion, and then very briefly your religion's concept of God. So they go down the line, they gave their description of God. So they come to me, I was last. So I say, Shais Taub, represent Judaism. An authentically Jewish answer to a question is not an answer, but a question. So I want to ask a question. But before I can ask my question, I need to make an observation. So I'm going to make an observation, then I'm going to ask a question, then you can have my answer. So my observation is that every single person on this panel, from all the different religions, said different things about God, but one thing they all said the same about God. They all said that He's a creator. So that was my observation. You all said that God is a creator. That's part of your definition of God. So here's my question. Based on that, would God still be God if He had never created? Because you're saying that one of the things that makes God God is He's a creator. What if He hadn't been a creator? It's not, by the way, a theoretical question. It's a practical question. Because if you believe that God created, creation by definition means it came into being. It didn't used to exist, now it does exist, which means it has a finite beginning. If you believe that God is eternal, which I'm assuming you do, then there was an infinite amount of time before finite time came into existence. So my question was, what was God's status for that infinite amount of time before He was a creator? He wasn't God yet? He was God in training? They didn't have an answer to that. So I told them that according to Judaism, you cannot define God as one who creates. That's something God did, and He does. But that's not His essence. He is whoever He is. I will be who I will be. God has a whole essence that existed long before creation came into being. And if He had never created, He would still be Him. He would still be God. He doesn't need to create.